Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Kyle Overs, your favorite tinfoil realist, not theorist. We banging out reactions today. Today is Canada Day. We celebrating our country. Our country's being fucking destroyed right now by our politicians. We're not even fucking celebrating Canada Day, for God's sakes, because of the Aboriginal graves that were found. Which again is a government problem because the government doesn't teach that in the public education system, so everybody's all surprised when they find these graves from the residential schools. You did some fucking research, you'd know this was going on for a long time. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Tom MacDonald, Fake Woke. Hit the like button so more than just you and I watch the video. Check out my channel because I've got things kind of organized. I've got conspiracy talk, I've got my playlist for all of my reactions, I've got crypto talk. I want to be getting into some psychedelic episodes and whatnot soon. But anyways, let's get into it. Kyle Overs, your favorite tinfoil realist, not theorist.
Old girls, there's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard.
Fuck. Holy shit, he comes in hot every time.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers.
He literally talks about this in another song where it's like, we're trying to empower women, but their role models are OnlyFans and fucking strippers. Like, what are we doing?
One who they labeled as controversial, and
But
Cardi
Tom's
B is the role
controversial?
model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards.
God, he even talks about that. Like, children are the future, right? But our children take Adderall to focus. They're addicted to their phones. They eat MacDonald's. That's their nutrition. Nutrition is 90% of your health. And then they're taking Xanax to sleep. And that's our next generation. Like, what are we doing?
Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used.
I don't exactly agree with that one because there's so many fucking jobs out there. It's just now the government has completely disincentivized work, and they'll give you as much money, maybe just a little bit less than what you would earn working. Now you can just sit at home and get these government checks. It's the whole fucking idea is to create a class of elite and dependent on government. This is the world's greatest wealth divide that's ever fucking happened. And COVID has just fucking got the wheels rolling.
Exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American.
Facts. Fuck you, Eminem. Look at the shit that you used to talk about. The shit that you said about your mother. The stuff you said about your mother. But Trump supporters? You don't want Trump supporters? Are you kidding me? Like,
bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were
Canada's going through this right now. Our government is not celebrating Canada Day because of the history of Canada. We're the most diverse country on the planet, the most loving country on the planet. We're known for saying sorry. But now we can't even celebrate Canada Day because the government has ruined the public education system and didn't teach the real history. And everybody's all like, oh fuck, Canada is a systemically racist country. It drives me fucking crazy. Try to say this shit in China. Try to say this shit in Saudi Arabia. Pick any other fucking country on the planet and try to do this shit.
Murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture.
Be obedient. Be compliant. Again, the public education system has caused all of this.
We were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that
You can commit slavery on a global scale if you don't need to use whips and chains. And you've just got people thinking they're free while they're buried in their phone as you slowly just take their freedoms away. You devalue their money. You make them work for more. Meanwhile, you print all this money causing inflation, which jacks the price up of everything. So now you have more tax revenue coming in. It's so disgusting. This is all planned.
Realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke.
Why do you think Trump saying the fake news shit resonated with so many people? Because everyone's had these inner truths just sitting inside of them. And then when someone comes out and says their ultimate truths, people go, oh yeah, that fucking resonates with me. I've been having that gut feeling. Trust your fucking gut.
Facts don't care about feelings, they know they won't.
God gave you fucking intuition for a reason. People use it.
Facts don't care about feelings, they know they won't. Tell me what to believe in. They so fake, whoa, same old, safe zones. They so fake mode. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a
They screaming all these facts, but they fake woke.
I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a
Ooh, see, this is where I love Tom, man. He gets on both sides. He goes, you can't fucking hate your neighbor for being afraid of this virus, for wanting to stay home, for wanting to wear a mask. You're being brainwashed by the TV and the media. You have to understand that. You can't hate these people. You have to show them love. Get them to think for themselves. It's just more feeds into this divide and conquer narrative.
daughter, but his favorite artist said he woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home.
Oh, parenting fucking sucks.
But his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think black...
Ooh, there's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. Oh, that is so fucking powerful.
It's an issue cause they choose what they...
Especially in Canada where they're like, hate speech is a real fucking crime. And now they're trying to say, misgendering somebody is hate speech. That's why Jordan Peterson got so big, because he was so against that. This is the shit that our government is trying to do up here. It's disgusting.
They erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
Doesn't matter if you're in the hood or a trailer park. This is all about creating a wealth divide, a dependent class on government and the government class.
Want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food in my when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food in my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties.
I just want to fucking celebrate Canada Day today. That's it. I want to celebrate this beautiful nation that's given so many people freedom. It's given so many people hope from all around the world. We're the most diverse country on the fucking planet. But now we're flying our flag at half-mast today because the government didn't teach people Canada's real history. Pick a country. The people that are living there today conquered a former group of people. That's how human history works.
Thanksgiving Day with food in my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our...
Divide and conquer. The people come together. They're impossible to stop.
divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first.
Oh, facts. And like I'm working in the city and I drive down the fucking past the immigration office that has a massive defund the police sign in their window. This is the immigration office in Toronto. We don't have a police problem in Canada. This isn't America. This is disgusting what they're doing to this country. And I'm not blaming immigrants for this. I'm blaming the system for brainwashing people into thinking that this is the way society needs to go. Instead of putting fucking band-aids on gouges, we need to actually fix the problem, which is the power structure.
Segregation ended. Too busy to work. Order food and call the cops. See what reaches you first. Segregation ended. That's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves.
Oh, nobody can fucking sit there and think outside the box. So you literally put yourself inside a box. Somebody else puts themselves inside another box, and that's literally what divides everybody. Instead of just critically thinking and thinking outside of the box, we just put ourselves in them.
Racism was hot if they designed it to sell.
This is that critical race theory shit.
Box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke.
Yo, what's this taking the mask off? Is this like, no, I'm not hiding anymore. I'm gonna speak my ultimate truth. Is that the symbology behind it?
Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin.
Oh, we use violence to create peace? How the fuck is that ever gonna work? This is the whole idea of like the war against terrorism. Can't fight a war against terrorism without creating more terrorism. Like we've literally just created generations of people in the Middle East that will forever hate Americans because they watched their dad get bombed by the US military, or like, it's blowback. Dave Smith talks about this all the time from the libertarians. It's like a lot of what we're dealing with today with terrorism is now blowback for our wars for the last fucking 50 years over there. Goes back to installing the Shah in Iran in the 50s.
To get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless.
The whole fucking society like runs off blackmail. These politicians are all about getting into these positions of power. Then they get put in some fucking weird situation where the power that they've given brings out all the bad natures in human, so they make some dumbass decisions, do some nasty shit that ends up getting recorded and used by another government as blackmail. That's how this entire situation works. What do you think Epstein, like the whole Mossad agent thing? Like this is what this is all about. It's all about these backdoor deals and blackmail.
Are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is...
Look at the fucking election that just went on in New York. They said they have 135,000 ballots that were test ballots that got counted because the gentleman that is going to win New York is for Bitcoin, is not for defunding the police. Like, it is coming through with common sense logic and common sense policies. And the system does not want that. So now they're rigging the New York election, and we're seeing that. And nobody's sitting back going, oh, wait, that could have happened on a whole nationwide scale, which we literally seen happen with Trump.
Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it, our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill, when the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety, I'll tell you what it really is.
Just dumbing down the fucking generations. We're not teaching the real history. We're literally making kids dumb as fuck. We're filling them with drugs. This is the future of society. Like, are you kidding me?
A pill, when the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety, I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying.
This is 30s Germany. The book burning. The changing of definitions in the dictionary. We are literally going through 30s Germany. Communism is about the removal of faith in God, the implementation of faith in state. It's all about creating two classes, government class and the dependent on government class.
Trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression?
Yeah, how fucked up was that? Making praying a microaggression? That dude that said a woman in Congress, like, are you kidding me? The clown world.
Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't...
Part of the agenda. It's this whole removal of the man in general. We're trying to emasculate men completely. We're trying to remove men. We're trying to make women think they don't need men whatsoever. You're making babies in labs. These are people that have zero faith in God, that are trying to play God. This is who runs our world.
Used to be the most
transhumanists, like
most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding. Everything else that I said is right.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Nova, Tom, holy shit. And this video's got 18 million views. This is the idea of people have this gut feeling. They know the truth. Their intuition's screaming. And then when somebody says the facts, displays their ultimate truths, it resonates with people. Tom MacDonald, something special. That was Fake Woke. I'm Kyle Orvis, your favorite tinfoil realist, not theorist. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, guys. I am starting to design some merch. I'm trying to find a graphic designer. I got some ideas, but we're trying to build something here. This idea that everybody's just labeled a conspiracy theory for thinking this shit. Nah. We tinfoil realists. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Orvis, your favorite tinfoil realist, not theorist. Ciao.